Hello friends, my name is Deepak Kaldone and you are welcome to our channel Forensic Search. In this video, we will see some important questions of forensic chemistry for scientific assistant examination in forensic science laboratory. This video will be helpful for the preparation of scientific assistant in the division of chemistry, biology and serology. As well as this video will be helpful for the preparation of NET and JRF examination. So let's start this video from question number 1. Question number 1 is dash dash poison inhibits the sulfhydryl enzyme system necessary for cellular metabolism. There are four options, out of which option 1 is arsenic, option B is carbon monoxide, option C is lead, and option D is mercury. You can pause the video or you can solve these questions if you know the correct answer. Otherwise, I will tell you the correct option of these questions. So, the correct answer of this question is option A, that is arsenic poison inhibits the sulfhydryl enzyme system. Then the next question is tetramethylene tetranitramine is a chemical name of dash dash explosive material. Option A RDX, option B HMX, option C PETN and option D TNT. So the correct answer of this question is option B, that is HMX is also known as tetramethylene tetranitramine, and the common name of this RDX is cyclotrimethylene trinitramine, and the TNT is trinitrotoluene. Then the next question is dash dash of the following is the product of exocrine gland. Option A saliva, option B blood, option C semen, and option D both A and C. So the correct answer of this question is option D, that is both A and C. That means saliva and semen are the product of exocrine gland. Then the next question is dash dash is also known as knockout drop. This question was number of times asked in NET JRF examination. Option A is cyanide, option B chloral hydrate, option C copper sulfate, and option D cocaine. So the correct answer of this question is option B, that is chloral hydrate is also known as knockout drop. Then the next question is after death, which organ in the human body decomposes last? Option A uterus, option B prostate gland, option C liver, and option D both A and B. So the correct answer of this question is option D, that is both A and B. That means uterus and prostate gland in human body decompose last after death. Then next question is what approximate percentage of nitrogen is present in various explosive material? Option A 15 to 35 percentage, option B 35 to 50 percentage, option C 40 to 60 percentage, and option D 50 to 70 percentage. So the correct answer of this question is option A, that is 15 to 35 percentage. We all know the nitrogen is one of the most important component in all the explosive materials because this nitrogen provides instability to the compound. That's why in every compound there is the presence of nitrogen. That means in every explosive compound there is the presence of nitrogen, and the amount of that nitrogen is about 15 to 35 percentage. Then the next question is dash dash is the pH at which there are equal amount of protonated forms and non-protonated forms of a solution is obtained. Option A pOH, option B pKa, option C pKb, and option D all of the above. So the correct answer of this question is pKa is the pH at which there are equal amount of protonated forms and non-protonated forms of a solution is obtained. The next question is, from the following, dash dash poison affects the heart muscles and it stops the pumping of the blood. Option A, alcohol. Option B, barbiturates. Option C, glycosides. And option D, opiates. So the correct answer of this question is option C, that is glycosides poison affects the heart muscles and it stops the pumping of the blood, and that's why the death of that person is occurred. Then the next question is, half-life time of carbon-14 is. Option A, 3570 years. Option B, 5730 years. Option C, 7530 years. And option D, 9730 years. So the correct answer of this question is option B, that is half-life time of carbon-14 is 5730 years. Then the next question is, the process by which the dead body is treated with the chemicals to delay its decomposition is known as. Option A, alcoholism. Option B, embalming. Option C, electrocution. And option D, saponification. The correct answer of this question is option B, that is embalming is the process by which the dead body is treated with chemicals to delay its decomposition process after death. Basically, in the embalming process, 2% solution of formaldehyde or glycerin is used for the embalming process. Then the next question is, study of different types of poisons is also known as. Option A, paleontology. Option B, anthropology. Option C, toxicology. And option D, pharmacology. So the correct answer of this question is option C, that is toxicology is the study of poisons. Option A, that is paleontology, is the study of different types of pollen grains. Option B, that is anthropology, is the study of measurements of the body parts. And option D, that is pharmacology. All know what is pharmacology. So the option C, toxicology, is the study of poisons. Then next question, which of the following explosive compound is also used in medicine for heart and angina pectoris patients? Option A, nitrocellulose. Option B, nitroglycerin. Option C, trinitrotoluene. And option D, dynamite. So out of this explosive material, the correct option is option B, that is nitroglycerin is also used in medicine for heart and angina pectoris patients. Then the next question is, after death of a person, the concentration of dash dash compound in vitreous humor of the eye is increased. Option A, calcium. Option B, magnesium. Option C, potassium. And option D, phosphorus. So the correct answer of this question is option C, that is potassium level in the vitreous humor of the eye is increased after death of that particular person. And by studying these various levels of potassium, one can estimate the time since death of that particular person. Then the next question is, nitrocellulose is completely soluble in. Option A, alcohol. Option B, water. Option C, acetone. And option D, acetic acid. So the correct answer of this question is acetone, that is nitrocellulose is completely soluble in acetone. Then the next question is, cement stain under ultraviolet light gives dash dash fluorescence. Option A, white. Option B, green. Option C, bluish white. And option D, reddish green. So the correct answer of this question is option C, that is bluish white fluorescence is given by cement stain under UV light. Then the next question is, dash dash present in any salt is responsible for its toxic effects. Option A, anion. Option B, cation. Option C, both. And option D, none of the above. So the correct answer of this question is option A, that is anion present in any cells is responsible for its toxic effects. Then the next question is, in India, Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act, that is known as NDPS Act, was enacted in the year. Option A 1980, option B 1985, option C 1990, and option D 1995. So the correct answer of this question is option B, that is 1985. In India, the NDPS Act was enacted on 14th November 1985, and since that year it was amended thrice, that is on 1988, then 2001 and 2014. So this NDPS Act deals with the different types of drugs and psychotropic substances in India. Then the next question is, the study of action of drug on the target body is known as. Option A pharmacokinetics, option B pharmacodynamics, option C pharmacotherapeutics, and option D palenology. So the correct answer of this question is option B, that is pharmacodynamics is the study of action of drugs on target body. In this question, option A, that is pharmacokinetics, determines the concentration of drug in body fluids and tissue. Then this pharmacodynamics is the study of action of drug on target body. And option C, that is pharmacotherapeutics, is the use of drug for treatment and diseases. And the last option, that is palenology, is the study of pollen grains. Then the next question is, LSD, that is lysergic acid diethylamide drug, is derived from. Option A wheat, option B barley, option C ergot, and option D maize. This question was also asked in number of times in NET JRF examination. So the correct answer of this question is ergot. LSD drug is basically derived from ergot, which is grow on the rye. Then the next question is, invisible writing written by different body fluids can be revealed easily under. Option A IR rays, option B UV rays, option C X rays, and option D alpha rays. So the correct answer of this question is option B, that is UV rays, that is ultraviolet rays, reveals the invisible writing written by different body fluids. In this question, option A, that is IR rays, are used for the reveal of obliterated writings. Then X rays are used for, suppose any material is in any pocket, then that material can be revealed by these X rays. So these UV rays are useful for the revealing of invisible writing written by different body fluids. Then the next question is, urine stain under UV light gives dash dash fluorescence. Option A red, option B white, option C yellow, and option D bluish green. So the correct answer of this question is option C, that is yellow fluorescence is given by urine stain under ultraviolet light. Then the next question is, gun cotton is a nitrocellulose with more than dash dash percentage of nitrogen. Option A 10%, option B 15%, option C 20%, and option D 25%. So the correct answer of this question is option B, that is 15%. Nitrocellulose is one of the most important explosive material. It is number of times used with nitroglycerin and nitrocellulose. So the nitrocellulose is the mixture of 15% nitrogen. Then the next question is, Raman spectra are concerned with change in the dash dash quantum number. Option A vibrational, option B rotational, option C translational, and option D both A and B. So the correct answer of this question is option D, that is Raman spectra are concerned with change in the vibrational and rotational quantum number. Then the next question is, cyanide, the deadly poison, inhibits electron transport chain, that is ETC, between option A, FMN and COQ, option B, cytochrome B and cytochrome C, option C, cytochrome AA3 and O2, and option D, cytochrome C1 and cytochrome C. So the correct answer of this question is option C, that is cyanide poison inhibits the electron transport chain between cytochrome AA3 and oxygen. Then the next question is, which of the following is used as an internal reference in NMR spectroscopy? Option A, CCl4, then option B, TMS, then option C, CH2, and option D, AA, that is acetic acid. So the correct answer of this question is option B, that is TMS, means tetramethylsaline, is used as internal reference in NMR spectroscopy. Then the next question is, dash dash dye is used for coloring the petrol. Option A, dialkyl amino anthraquinone. Option B, Congo red. Option C, phenyl azo 2 naphthol. And option D, none of the above. So the correct answer of this question is option C, that is phenyl azo 2 naphthol dye is used for coloring the petrol. In this question, option A, that is dialkyl amino anthraquinone, is used for the coloring the normal kerosene, which is distributed in PDS, that is public distributive system. Then the next question is, which of the following is used in TLC as stationary phase? Option A, alumina. Option B, silica gel. Option C, microcrystalline cellulose, and option D, all of the above. So the correct answer of this question is all of the above. All this material is used as stationary phase in thin layer chromatography. Then the next question is, Zeeman effect is seen in dash dash dash. Option A, atomic spectroscopy. Option B, microwave spectroscopy. Option C, vibrational spectroscopy, and option D, all of the above. So the correct answer of this question is option A, that is Zeeman effect is seen in atomic spectroscopy. Basically, Zeeman effect is a splitting of the energy levels by the application of an external magnetic fields. That effect is known as Zeeman effect, and that effect is seen in atomic spectroscopy. Then the next question is, the head pace, that is HS method, is mostly suitable for the separation of dash dash components. Option A, solid components. Option B, liquid components. Option C, volatile components, and option D, physical components. So the correct answer, or the most correct answer of this question is option C, that is head pace method is useful for the separation of volatile components. Then the next question is, which detector is used in gas chromatography? Option A, flame ionization detector, that is FID. Option B, TCD, that is thermal conductivity detector. And option C, ECD, that is electron capture detector. And option D, all of the above. So the correct answer of this question is all of the above is used as a detector in gas chromatography. So friends, these are some important questions of forensic science or forensic chemistry which will helpful for the preparation of scientific assistant examination in chemistry, biology as well as serology division. Thanks for watching our channel Forensic Search. Thank you.